Alright. So I guess I should quickly explain what this video is. This video is pretty much the culmination of, one, me getting a lot of ideas at the exact same time, and two, really me finishing all the ideas as fast as I could. So obviously some of these are not fully finished yet, and they will be getting some touch-ups later on, but they are done combo-wise, done shape-wise, besides maybe some smoothing. And yeah, that's pretty much the best way I can describe it. This project I can best describe as Project 15. What do I mean by that? These are 15 legendary BEYS. These BEYS will be an extreme challenge for anybody who wants to actually, come onto the channel. And you can pick you can pick 3 of the 15 you want to face, and if you are successful, well, you get early access into next tournaments, meaning you get to pick parts before anybody else, which is going to be fun. Let's start off with Team Primordial. Team Primordial is based of, has 3 BEYS in total. Let's start off with the, the ones that aren't as interesting, which would be Natal Corrupt, which has 2 metal, 55 low rush. Now, this is obviously a much heavier attack type, and as you can tell, it is a bit different than the shorts version that is going to be coming out. That is because I recorded that a while ago. These BEYS have been a work in progress for a while, so I mean, guess I might as well reweigh them. So, there we go. Natal Corrupt, which is very Apocalypse-esque in shape. 56.25 grams. Pretty good. It is a crown in the center. Now we get into the ones that are interesting. I've known how to do this for quite a while, but yet I've never seen the opportunity to. Well, that opportunity is now. That would be in these next BEYS. Hyperion Light and Erebus Knight. These two are primordial gods. They are the gods of light, gods of night, respectively, or god of darkness. Now, these two have a very unique gimmick. And they both have it. Let me weigh them first. Hyperion Light is an attack type, 55.3 grams. And Erebus Knight is the heavy one of the two at 0.55 grams. Erebus Knight has Wizard Arrow 60 bearing, as you can tell, that is a pretty OP combo. And Hyperion Light has the combo of 2 metal, 70 low flat. Now you may be wondering, what is so special about these 2 BEYS counter? Well, let me show you. Hyperion Light, obviously, right spin. However, it is dual spin. And not only that, that goes for Erebus as well. Meaning these 2 BEYS are dual spins. And they are the first dual spin X BEYS that the first dual spin X BEYS I actually am fully showing. There's one that is in the background that I have not fully shown off yet. Erebus is a stamina type, Hyperion, and attack. That is Team Primordial, as you can tell, probably the toughest team of them all. Let us get on with a bit of a weaker team. These would be the animal gods. That would be Anubis Death, Wukong Staff, and Macaque Shadow. Let's get on with the combos first. Let us do... let's think. You know what? I'll do Anubis first. Anubis Death has 8 metal 60, low disc ball dash, and as you can imagine, that is an extremely heavy bit comparative to the rest. And it is pretty small. It is a very round shape with one blade that is sticking out above the rest. And it is 53.395 grams. It's not too heavy, but the bit does make up a decent percent of that weight, which is 3.67 grams. let us get on with another bay. Let's try Wukong's Staff, which has 2 metal 70 Nimbus. Nimbus is a giga flat, basically, with a very high gear ratio of 22 teeth, meaning this thing is all about pure speed. And with a Flash Sagittario-esque shape, it does not mess around. It has no stamina whatsoever. It weighs 55.69 grams. Nice. Let us get on with Macaque Shadow. Obviously, as you can imagine, Wukong's Staff is an attack type, and Anubis Death is a stamina type. Now, Macaque Shadow is a lot like Gladiator Bahamut in shape. It is much more of an oval, but an oval where it's only one side that's protruding, with 2 bigger walls. The combo is 1 metal 70 gear taper. It is 58.14 grams. Honestly, out of them all, Wukong's Staff is probably the strongest. And this next team is probably one of the more interesting ones. We have the Death, or, well, Undergods. I'm going to call them the Undergods, because technically they're all guardians or gods of the underworld. You get what I mean. We have Reaper Hollowed, 7 metal 50 with low rush, and its weight is 57.32 grams. Up next, we have Hades Gate, 4 metal 60 Zephyr, and that is 51.82 grams. After that, we have the interesting one of the bunch, which is Lucifer Fallen. It has the combo of 0 metal 60 and Brink. It is 58.77 grams. Now you may be wondering, Counter, why is this one special? Don't tell me it's like Erebus and Hyperion. You would be right. It's not like them. It's a pure left spin. A pure stamina left spin. A pure stamina left spin with rubber. 2 layers of rubber. Okay. Obviously, Hades Gate has a whole flat tip, and Reaper Hollowed. These guys are definitely more aggressive. Brink is also a more aggressive stamina tip. It has a, well, let me grab it out for you. That way you can get a closer look. It has a free spin outer ring around a semi-ball tip, allowing for it to be a lot more defensive, but also have a lot of LAD, which is going to be important when you are spin stealing, because that is the main idea behind this one. Spin stealing. Woohoo! Yep. Y'all are going to abuse this in tournaments. Y'all are definitely not going to. I know that. I know you guys. Oh, yeah, by the way, Reaper Hollowed has rubber. Yeah, the Black Scythe is rubber. So do with that as you please. And Hades Gate is also a square layer. Then we have the Immortals team, which is basic gods. Or more basic gods. We have, first off, Ashura War, 9 metal 60, counter. No, it is not called counter because my name is Counter. It is a counterattack bit, which is basically Coat Sharp. Let's get the scale back out. And I dropped it and it closed. Okay. Here we have Ashura War, which is, hold on, wait, is that, okay, yeah. Bruh. Ashura War is a 6-bladed defensive layer, and it is a balanced type in the end. 54.8 grams, which is pretty good. A very basic bay, not really anything special. We have Poseidon Wave, which has 3 metal, 80 Brink Glide Dash, which is a POM ball. This is a defense type, though. It is 56.95 grams, and the main gimmick with it is rubber throughout almost the entirety of the layer. Most of the layer has rubber running through it. Pink is soft rubber, while blue is hard rubber. Glide is probably one of the most, well, aggressive stamina-esque bits I've made. Then we have Ares Blade, 0 dash metal 70, low extreme flat, and as you can tell, it is probably the heaviest so far at 64.07. Or the heaviest on the team. Erebus would probably be the heaviest out of all of them. Then we have the Mythic Beasts team, which has Cerberus Bite, Fenrir Fang, and Bjorn Strike. Bjorn Strike is based off a bear, if you cannot tell. Let's start off with Cerberus Bite. Cerberus Bite has the combo of 3 metal 80 with the stay bit. It is basically a rubber needle. And the blade is definitely a beefy blade. It is in almost perfect circle. It is almost 40 grams. Now, combine that with a metal ratchet and a pretty light bit. It is decently balanced. It is definitely hard to knock out of the center, though. 59.678 grams, around there. And we have Bjorn's Strike, which has 10 metal 80 with claw. Don't worry, it's not like burst claw. It's not like burst claw. We have a weight of 55.83 grams, not bad. And then Fenrir Fang, which is a beefy boy. And the blade is 40.21 grams. Definitely the heaviest blade out of any of them. Very Victory Valkyrie in shape, as you can tell. It has the combo of 6 metal 60 with low flat. If it'll stay there. It is 60 grams flat. Yeah, wow. Couldn't have planned that better if I tried. But yeah, as you can tell, these BEYS definitely live up to the title of Legendary. This has been a lot of talking. I'll do one round of battles with each. Let's start off with the Primordials. I'll do Natal first. Let's do it up against... I'll put these BEYS up against Wyvern Gale. Against Leon Claw Stock. If I can find it. Here it is. And Night Lance Stock. So, with Natal, I'll put up against Wyvern Gale. That way it is a bit more of a fair matchup. Natal Corrupt is a decently heavy hitter. It is more about destabilizing attacks, though. As you can tell here. Low Rush definitely helps, though. And as you can tell, there's a couple of custom heights in there. So, let's do Hyperion Light next, up against Night Lance. And I will be doing it in less spin, so let's see how this bad boy does. Okay. Yeah, here that's the Green Launcher. Hyperion Light is definitely one of the more tough ones. Because it can pull a meteor with the rubber on its layer. Some of these have rubber on their layers, as you can probably tell. You know me. I like to give them gimmicks. And it wins that. Alright, Erebus Knight up against Leon Claw. I will do Erebus and right spin. That way it's a bit more fair for Leon. Even though it has bearing. So it's immediately unfair. Oh yeah, by the way, Erebus can really knock back because of the fact that the blade is in the shape of Flash Sagittario. Yeah. Erebus is probably the strongest out of the bunch. I cannot even lie to that. Alright, let's do Macaque Shadow up against Wyvern Gale. I think that'll be the best matchup. There we go. Yeah, that oval layer is going to help out a lot. Now you may be wondering, Counter, why make every single BEY OP? There's literally no point to this. Why? Why do this? There is a point. When every single BEY is OP, none of them are. It sets a new standard. I'm going to push myself higher and higher, harder and harder, trying to make better and better BEYs. Yeah, Wukong is definitely a one-hit wonder BEY. Because after that one Extreme Dash, it is... But as you can see, that Extreme Dash is all it needs. And then Anubis Death versus Leon Claw. But my idea is when every single BEY is OP, none of them are. It is just the new basic standard that everybody has to readjust to and figure out new strategies against. It is simple evolution. Alright, Reaper Hollowed up against Night Lance sounds fun. Yeah, you can definitely hear the rubber going to work. Because some hits will be so soft and then the others will just hear like cling. Yeah, destabilizing attacks definitely work in Reaper's favor. Alright, up next, Hades Gate up against Wyvern Gale. Hades Gate is a very round layer, but, I mean, because of the fact that it has a whole flat bit, it just kind of blunt force traumas its way through battles. So it's kind of funny. And then Lucifer, let's go. Against Leon Claw too, nonetheless. Brink going to work there. And the rubber is definitely going to go to work there. Brink is basically just good point. It's rise but good, basically. Which I also did turn into a bit, so I mean, I'm one to talk. There you go, Lucifer. Up next, I'll do Ares Blade up against Wyvern Gale. Why the hell not? Ares Blade is definitely an... Oh yeah, Extreme Flat is just Giga Flat. Just with extra steps. But I couldn't call it Giga Flat because G is already taken by Gear Flat. So... Leon Claw versus Poseidon Wave. Poseidon Wave is definitely the weakest of the bunch. But it is still a beefy day. That POM ball definitely helps keep its stamina. I called it Glide because I didn't just want to call it, like, you know, like Smooth Ball or something like that. Something stupid, you know? So I called it Glide. And then Night Lance versus Astro War. Damn! Holy shit. That was a good one. Alright. Fenrir Fang up against Wyvern Gale. Why not? Oh yeah, no. Fenrir. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Alright. Bjorn Strike up against Leon Claw. Lion versus a bear. Bada bing, bada boom. And last but not least, Cerberus Fang up against Night Lance. This one's going to be a long one because it is a bit more of a defensive battle. But I definitely think Night Lance has a chance of winning because, well, it's a rubber needle. But I mean, hey, you never know. It's one of my BEYS, so. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I am genuinely grateful for anybody who listened to me talk about these custom BEYS for so long. And, yeah, that wraps this up. See ya.